crossing after climbing over a fence. 2 others received suspended sentences for assaulting police officers during the same incident. The Seoul Western District Court stressed that violence against journalists poses a serious threat to press freedom and democracy. The riot followed the court's decision to extend Yoon's detention over his December 3rd declaration of martial law. So far, 63 people have been indicted in connection with the unrest. Earlier this week, 2 more individuals were sentenced to prison for breaking into the court compound. Lawyers representing those involved have indicated they plan to appeal the rulings. Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, APEC, has cut its 2025 growth forecast to 2.6%, down from 3.6% in 2024, citing rising trade tensions, protectionism, and shifting supply chains. The outlook is also below the global forecast of 2.9%, with regional export growth expected to slow to just 0.4%. South Korea's 2025 forecast was also revised down to between 0.8% and 1.5%, impacted by U.S. tariffs. The update came during the APEC Trade Ministers meeting in Jeju, where ministers from 21 economies reaffirmed the World Trade Organization's importance and voiced concern over growing challenges to the global trading system. In local news, a series of election-related disruptions have occurred in Busan. This morning, a man in his 70s was arrested near Shinmandeok intersection in Bukgu district for allegedly assaulting a campaign worker. He is also being investigated for obstructing police officers during his arrest. Earlier today, 2 election posters were found torn in Hakjang-dong in Sasangu district. Similar incidents have taken place in recent days, including the vandalism of banners in Seogu district and interruptions of campaign speeches near Dongnae station. Authorities say such actions violate election laws and legal measures will be pursued. A Healing Day event for childcare staff was held today at Busan City Hall to thank educators for their dedication. Around 700 staff members attended with safety training, performances, and awards for outstanding contributors. City officials, including the mayor and governor of education, joined the event. The event offered a moment of rest and recognition for those devoted to early childhood care in the city. In international news, the World Health Organization has declared a polio outbreak in Papua New Guinea and is calling for an immediate vaccination campaign. The virus was detected in 2 healthy children during routine screening in Leh, a city in the northeast of the country. Immunization coverage in Papua New Guinea remains low, with less than half the population vaccinated against the disease. WHO officials warned the virus could spread beyond national borders if urgent action is not taken. And now for today's weather. The current weather in Busan area is cloudy with rain and the temperature is 19 degrees Celsius. The temperature will average around 17 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM, 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BEFM, 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When did the first travel of humankind begin? It might have started when our ancestors set out in search of food, shelter, or just simple curiosity. Even then, the excitement of discovering new places must have filled them with some wonder. And today, we still travel for many reasons. And at the heart of it is the same joy of exploration. Travel isn't just about moving from one place to another. It's about creating stories and remaining memories. Well, hello there everybody, my name is Nick, and welcome to For Your Busan. Let's kick off this Friday with 오르트 구름 by 윤하.
어둠만이 나의 전부였던 동안 숨이 벅차도록 달려왔잖아. We'll never say time's up. 경계의 끝자락 내 끝은 아니니까. 울타리 밖에 일렁이는 무언가 그 아무도 모르는 별일지 몰라. I wanna be there. I'm gonna be there. 벅찬 맘으로 이 궤도를 벗어나. Let's go. 새로운 길에 탐험가 Beyond the road. 껍질을 깨뜨려버리자. 두려움은 이제 꺼도 오로지 나를 믿어. 지금이 바로 time to fly. To the 앞에 끝서부 넘어가. 한계밖에 trip 짜릿하잖아. 너의 심장에 쉼없이 피는 꿈은 뭐하래도 믿어 난. 누구도 본 적 없는 낯선 우주 속에 겁없이 뛰어들어 fall. 답답한 가슴 안에 불꽃을 피워낼래. Shine and bright. 거쳐 필듯이 반짝이던 무언가 꼭 달릴수록 멀어져도 난 좋아. I'll never give up. I'm getting better. 여정은 이미 시작된 지 오래야. Let's go. 끝이라 생각한 순간 Beyond the road. 너는 세상이란 감싸나. 때로는 느릴 때도 가끔은 지친데도 멈추지 않고 let me fly. To the 앞에 끝서부 넘어가. 한계밖에 trip 짜릿하잖아. 너의 심장에 쉼없이 피는 꿈은 뭐하래도 믿어 난. 누가 뭐래도 믿어 난. 다치고 망가져 버거워진 항해. 숨 한 번 고르고 이어가면 okay. 구름 넘어 세상을 내 품에 안을래. To the 앞에 끝서부 넘어가. 한계밖에 trip 짜릿하잖아. 너의 심장에 쉼없이 피는 꿈은 뭐하래도 믿어 난. 나의 여정을 믿어 난.
오르트 구름 by 윤하 was our first song this Friday here for Your Busan. Welcome one and all to the show. It is Friday finally. Believe it or not, the weather doesn't reflect how I feel, but nonetheless it's Friday. Welcome to the show. My name is Nick, and I hope you're having a great day. Usually, if the weather was nice, I would think and dream about traveling. I like to think about traveling to places often, and many people enjoy it. I'm sure most of you enjoy traveling. I like hearing your stories of wherever you go. But of course, there are sometimes the downsides that make people dislike it. The hassle. You know, there is the hassle that you have to kind of pack your bags, find a hotel, pay for the flight, go to the airport. There is a long process, but overall, I would say traveling is a very, very positive thing. And because it brings us, for the most part, joy. And when we talk about travel, it's hard not to mention Busan, of course. Busan attracts countless travelers, and many of them probably face a dilemma. How do you choose where to go among so many amazing spots? Now, if there were fewer options, it would be easier. But with so many great choices, it's often tough to decide. So now, with the opening of a new attraction, the decision just got harder. There's a new barrier-free walking trail that has opened at the entrance of the Ide Coastal Walk in Busan. So it's a 400-meter path designed for convenience and accessibility with a gentle slope of less than 8%, making it easy for wheelchairs and strollers to use as well. Now, there are also 3 rest areas along the trail. You'll find diverse plants and wildlife that are rarely seen in urban areas. Soon, an Ide art park will be built nearby also, and once completed, this trail will naturally connect the forest paths and coastal scenery throughout the park. It makes us wonder just how much more amazing the city could become and how much more diverse it could become in the future. Great stuff right there. I know a lot of people, when they come, they hit up the 2 spots, right? Haeundae and Gwangali. But if you're coming maybe not in the dead of summer, you want to check out some of the beautiful coasts. And I think now Igide has a beautiful area to get a good view. And this has just made it even better, if you like walking, that is. Well, welcome everybody to the show. It's 4:11 in the afternoon. It's Friday. It is Friday. It's quite a humid, dank, as Soinim put it earlier. Welcome to the show, Soinim, by the way. She said, just like Nick said a while ago, it's such a grey, murky day today. Yeah, it is. Like a kind of like industrial London in the 1920s, kind of foggy and grey everywhere. But still, it's Friday, so the symbolic reasons, the symbolic happiness is still there. What's making the day even brighter is all of my friends coming in, messaging in. Fantastic to see. Benny Nim coming in always early, saying, happy Friday. Fantastic to see you. Jin Lee Nim coming in a second as well. Hello, saying, hi, Nick, it's Friday. That's the spirit. It's Friday. Don't look at the weather. It's a good excuse to maybe stay home, watch a good movie, eat something good, if you have something good. We have Iherim as well, saying, long time no see. It is quite a long time no see. 오랜만이죠. How you doing? Fantastic to see you here on this day before the weekend. Thank you for coming in, saying hi. 임성환님 as well, messaging in, saying, 여러분. Hello there. Hello, 임성환님. Good to see you, but then also saying, 현재 부산으로 오고 있는 중입니다. Get here safely. If you're on the bus, which I think you are, you're usually on the bus, hold on tight. The roads could be slippery, and you never know what could happen. Be safe, my friend. Drift Monkeynim as well, saying, 금, 일. Fantastic to see you from across the pond. Is it across a pond? I don't, is there a clear line of sight between New Zealand and Korea? Because usually we say, with England and America, we say it's across the pond. There's just one big ocean. But with Korea, is like Indonesia in the way? When I say in the way, is it blocking the... I don't know, anyway. That's a different subject for a different time. Regardless, good to see you. Sangmin Park Nim, also fantastic to see you. Yeah, lots of people coming in today. I guess it's Friday. Maybe the weather has kept people inside, which is, I'm not complaining. Lots of messages coming in. Too many that I can't even read. Soinim, saying 햄버거랑 라떼랑 초코 케이크 사러 갈 생각에 설레었는데요. Oh, you can still do it. Just, get an umbrella. Make sure you don't get wet. And go buy that chocolate cake. Drink that latte and that hamburger. Enjoy it. Screw the weather. Don't let that determine your day. All right, everyone. Anyway, I want to give you a text topic. Maybe some of you want to message in, but you're not quite sure what to say. And if that's the case, here's today's text topic to give you a reason to message in. 네, 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요. 여행 갈 때 내 여행 가방에 꼭 넣어가는 3가지는 무엇인지 알려주세요. What are 3 things you always must pack in your travel bag when you go traveling, of course? There are the answers like, I don't know, clothes. Well, let's ignore the basics, all right? Let's have something interesting. Okay, underwear. Socks, clothes. These are obvious. We'll 제외하고, we'll just get rid of those. Something else. Maybe a book. Maybe an extra 보조 배터리. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a pogo stick. Whatever you do, let me know 3 things that you must take with you on vacation in your bag, aside from clothes. All right? That's the only caveat there. You can join the conversation in English or Korean. Just send a message to pound 9050, sharp 9050, which will cost you 100 won, a Kakao Talk message, or a YouTube live comment. Now, I'm going to let you know what's coming up in today's show. We've got Busan Times in the first half, where we catch up on the day's top stories in Busan with news anchor Claire Kim, Nick's Deep Dive, where I share my thoughts about everything in the world, Busan Life Solutions as well, hear real-life questions from foreigners living in Busan, and we'll hopefully give them some helpful answers and solutions. In the second half, it doesn't stop. We have On the Mic, stories of Busan locals encountered on the streets of the city, Busan Quiz Master, daily interactive quiz time. It's Friday, which means it is Chicken Day and ASMR Quiz Day. You're not going to want to miss it. And then we're going to finish off with My Home, My Busan, hearing the stories of foreigners who have made their lives in Korea. Lots of stuff going on. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because Busan Times is coming up next.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody, to the show. We've never listened to the segment that long, the song that long. I was like, oh, there's an extra piano melody coming in there. You've never heard that before. It is. Well, that means Claire is here for Busan Times. Welcome to the show.
Hello, hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
You said that in Australia it does have rainy seasons. What do you usually do? Sometimes. What do you usually do? What do people do if it's a Friday night? You know, because usually in Australia you bank on the weather being good. But if it's not, what do people do?
I don't think people care.
Oh, they just go out?
Just you go out.
Sandals and that kind of Australian
or no
vibe.
shoes with beer.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Actually, I guess that's one of the things, because in England as well, because it rains fairly often, rain or shine, people don't care. They'll go out regardless. But I guess with Australia, even if it does rain, it's fairly warm. Yeah. And today the weather's quite humid.
Yeah, very humid.
Yeah.
Very Korean.
I walked here and it's not pleasant right now. So before we dive in, I want to give you a text topic.
Yes.
When you go traveling, what are 3 things that you must pack with you? Not excluding, clothes and necessities.
All the ordinary.
Yeah, something that maybe other people might not pack, but you do.
The first thing is the socks, the pressure socks that I wear on the airplane.
What's a pressure sock?
That it will, because your body gets swollen, like legs swollen.
Oh, really?
If you wear the socks, my legs.
Oh, the really high ones?
Yeah, the really pressure one. So once I get on the plane, before it took off, I wear them.
Yeah.
And then I...
What does it do? Does it just stop you from
It stops
floating?
you getting your feet to get swollen. So
on planes?
on the long flight, not less than 5 hours.
Because of lack of walking or the air pressure?
Yeah, lack of walking.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Pressure socks.
And the noise cancelling.
Earphones, of course, that's standard.
I need them.
Got a baby on the flight.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the extra, like a foldable bags.
Yeah.
Because I go to duty free, I order.
Strategic.
I need extra bag.
Yeah, fair enough. That's good. That's pretty good. There you go.
Yeah.
There's some examples for anyone who wants to message. Drift Monkey Nim says he has 2 pairs of earphones, so he can alternate between them on a 10-hour flight. Because they usually have 5-hour battery-ish.
One is now, yeah.
That's a good. They usually give you the really terrible ones free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the wired one.
Oh, to connect into the thing.
Yeah, for the separate. And
That's good. That's good.
I bought 2.
He said a good suggestion if it's raining, pub, of course. Pub. You know what? I haven't been to the pub in so long because they don't really exist here. I mean, they do, but
rarely.
in England, there's a pub on every street.
Pub crawls.
Pub crawl, yeah. Or 흑역사. Anyway, we're here for Busan Times. We're going to dive into some news. What are we going to go over first today?
So let's start at Bexco, where we're seeing some serious industrial muscle from May 20th to 23rd. BUTECH, B-U-T-E-C-H, 2025. The 12th Busan International Machinery Fair will be held, and it's going to be the biggest ever.
So what kind of scale are we talking about?
Try this, 536 companies from 31 countries, over 1,800 exhibition booths. Every corner of Bexco's exhibition halls 1 and 2 is being transformed into a tech powerhouse.
Okay, so that's impressive. What's the theme?
The slogan this year is Smart Manufacturing, the dream of future innovation. So you can expect everything from AI and robotics to smart factory automation and next generation industrial machinery.
Very cool. Are there any special highlights?
Yes, there will be a new tech presentation, a regional manufacturing innovation hall, and a Kotra-hosted export consultation from May 21st to 22nd. They're inviting 36 overseas buyers from 13 countries for one-on-one sessions with local companies. They've even pre-matched them to maximize chances of actual contracts.
Okay, sounds like a real boost for Busan's machinery and manufacturing sector.
Exactly. Mayor Park Hyung-jun is expected to say that he hopes this event helps local manufacturers overcome current export challenges and pivot toward smart innovation and global expansion.
Great stuff. And if folks want to check it out?
Entrance is free if you register online by May 19th at butech.or.kr. Otherwise, it's 10,000 Korean won at the door. The opening ceremony is at 11 a.m. on the 20th at Hall 1 with over 200 guests expected.
Okay, I love a good Bexco exhibition, regardless of what it is.
I
it can
love
be
to go there, yeah.
pets, camping.
Pet one, I go often.
Oh, you do? Do you have a pet?
Yes.
Oh, cat, dog?
Or dog.
Oh, that's really nice, yeah. So this will be a good one, especially for anyone who's interested in tech. Great stuff. So it's time to move on to our next story. With this kind of rain today, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a weather alert coming in.
Funny you say that, Nick, because starting yesterday, May 15th, the Korea Meteorological Administration is officially launching its emergency heavy rain alert system in Busan and Gyeongnam.
So it's just in time for the monsoon season.
Exactly. This system already operates in the capital region and parts of the south, and it's proven to help reduce casualties during extreme rain. Now it's expanding to our region, which is huge considering how much damage heavy rain has done here in the past.
Yeah. So I do remember the flooding in Choryang and Sasang. It was really scary stuff.
Right. Just last year, over 200 millimeters of rain fell on a road in Sasanggu district. It weakened the ground and caused 2 trucks to fall into a sinkhole. And back in 2020, we had a truly tragic case. 3 people lost their lives in the Choryang underpass after 18 millimeters of rain fell in just 1 hour.
Yeah, that was awful. I do remember that. How does the alert system work?
So it sends out emergency text messages with a loud alarm sound and vibration, as we all know, targeted down to the up, Myeon, and Dong level. So it's hyperlocal. If rain levels reach dangerous thresholds, people in the immediate area will get the alert on their phones.
And that gives people time to act fast.
Yes, the Busan Weather Office says this will help people recognize the danger quickly and take immediate action, like avoiding underground passages or moving their cars from low-lying lots. The idea is to prevent fatalities before they happen.
Right, and with more weather like this expected, it's good that they're expanding it.
And that's not all. The KMA is also rolling out new heatwave impact forecasts. Until now, they were only issued a day in advance. But now we'll get 2-day warnings along with safety tips and risk levels by sector.
So it's not just it's going to be hot, but it's telling us how dangerous it could be.
Exactly. They're trying to help people prepare, especially vulnerable groups like seniors, outdoor workers, and children. And they're even revamping how we describe typhoon strengths.
So I always hear terms like strong or very strong. It's a bit vague.
That's the issue. So starting this year, they're switching to a numbered scale from 1 to 5. So it's clearer and more measurable, similar to how earthquakes or hurricanes are rated.
Yeah, that makes total sense. More precise info means better decisions.
And lastly, there's a call for more tailored alerts in high-risk flood zones like 온천천, 학장천, and 광려천 in Changwon, places that flood even with relatively low rainfall. Experts say these areas need even more detailed location-specific warning systems.
It sounds like a smart move, especially as lots of people do frequent those areas. Let's hope that these changes help keep everyone safe this summer. We had 인류의 충전소님, welcome to the show by the way, saying 한국도 이제 아열대 기후라 비가 많이 오겠어요.
Yes, yes.
Kind of like tropical.
Definitely changing.
Yeah, for sure. All right then, let's move on to our next story. What do we got? What's happening in Haeundae, right?
Yes, great news if you love scenic walks. 달맞이길 in Haeundae-gu is getting a beautiful nighttime makeover.
Ooh.
The area near Haewaljeong Pavilion will soon glow with ground lighting, tree uplights, art sculptures, and even media art projections.
Sounds like a dream date location.
It's part of a larger project called 달빛 명소 or Moonlight Landmark. Haeundae-gu District Office secured 200 million won in funding, half national and half local, to revive the area as a nighttime tourist hub.
That's good, because usually it's, it's popular in one time of the year, which is 벚꽃 season.
Yes.
But now, bring people all year round.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Yeah, and it's more than just lights, right?
They're also launching a 달맞이길 culture healing tour every weekend in June from the 7th to the 29th. Saturdays and Sundays, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. There are 4 different themed courses, each with a mix of walking, art, meditation, crafts, cooking classes, and even wine tasting.
Ooh, tell me about one of those.
Sure, for example, on June 8th and 15th, one course includes a walk along 달맞이길, a detective fiction lecture at the Kim Seong-jong Mystery Literature Hall, and a cooking class where you make salad pasta and mushroom soup.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Or if you prefer wine and art, the June 21st and 28th course pairs gallery tours with a wine class. Registration starts May 19th and each session is limited to 20 people. So if you're interested, don't wait.
Brilliant stuff. And how can we sign up to this?
So visit the Haeundae-gu District Office website or call the Culture and Tourism Division for details. They're hoping this revitalizes the local shops and makes 달맞이길 a vibrant moonlight spot, not just during cherry blossom season as we spoke.
For sure. Lots of stuff going on, which is great to perk up our rainy day. Looking outside as you were speaking, a lot of fog has descended on the mountain outside. I think, is that Chaesong Mountain? I don't know where that is.
I don't know.
I'm not sure where we're located right now. I'm giving our location away, actually. That's dangerous. Claire, thank you so much for this. We had a lot of great news. Next week, though, looking sunnier, fingers crossed, right? Until then, enjoy your weekend.
Yes.
Claire, try to stay dry.
I'll be back next week with more stories from around the city. Thank you and have a great weekend, everyone.
All right, have a good one, mate.
You too.
I thought you were going to give me an Australian mate back. Anyway, everyone.
That's when you start. Good day, mate.
Oh, okay. I won't descend into that. Let's take a song break anyway. This is What Am I by Why Don't We?
I met her on a Monday evening. She was standing outside of the parking lot, and I said, hey ma, where you been? Been looking for a woman like you for all my life. And she said, hola, talk to me before I have to leave. And one day we could be maybe more than 2 lost souls just passing by. Knew I was falling when I looked inside your eyes. She said, I know you are, but what am I? Tell me, have you seen a sunset turn into a sunrise? Kiss right through the night. 'Cause we should try that sometime. Hold you till the morning. But if I said I'm falling, would you just reply? I know you are, but what am I? What am I? What am I? In the door to my apartment. apartment. We ain't getting kissing on my neck, you throw my jacket to the side. I know your heart is beating quick, and if you put your head on my chest, you're the same in mine. Yeah. And we'll be making love until the sun comes up. But one day, maybe I could put a ring on your finger before you change your mind. Yeah. Knew I was falling when I looked inside your eyes. She said, I know you are, but what am I? Tell me, have you seen the sunset turn into a sunrise? Kiss right through the night. We should try that sometime. Hold you till the morning. If I said I'm falling, would you just reply? I know you are, but what am I? What am I? What am I? What am I? Tell me, have you seen a sunset turn into a sunrise? Kiss right through the night. We should try that sometime. Hold you till the morning. And if I said I'm falling, would you just reply? I know you are, but what am I? Tell me, have you seen the sunset turn into a sunrise? Kiss right through the night. We should try that sometime. Hold you till the morning. If I said I'm falling, would you just reply? I know you are, what am I?
네게 탐구생활. Finally, the weekend is here. Spring weekends are perfect for getting outside and enjoying the fresh air. Busan has plenty of great spots for outdoor activities. Of course, there's the sea, riverside paths, walking trails, and even mountains. Do you enjoy hiking? In Korea, hiking doesn't just mean climbing high mountains in full gear with trekking poles. It can also mean a light walk up a neighborhood hill in casual clothes. So, the word hiking here doesn't always imply a hardcore outdoor adventure. Korea has a unique hiking culture where people of all ages can enjoy. It's even common to finish a hike with a mini feast, such as savory pancakes and makgeolli, or maybe some ramyeon or noodles at a small cozy restaurant. Now, more and more foreigners are catching on to the fun of K-hiking, nicknamed K-hiking or K-hiking. It's becoming a new Korean wave trend. What makes it special? The easy access. In most cities, you can hop on a bus or subway and reach a mountain trail in no time. Mountains are visible from almost anywhere, and once you're at the top, you get a sweeping view of the city below. With scenic trekking routes and chances to explore traditional temples tucked away in the hills, it's truly the best. The charm of hiking that Koreans have long appreciated is now spreading to international visitors as well. It's more than just a walk up a mountain, it's a taste of Korea's unique leisure culture. Since 2022, Seoul has been operating urban hiking tourism centers near several mountains. These centers provide rental hiking gear, clothing, and even shower facilities for international tourists. Hopefully, more visitors will soon come to experience K-hiking on the beautiful mountains of Busan too. Yeah, it's probably pronounced K-hiking, not K-hiking. But that's a pretty cool one. I'm going to trademark that one. Do you like a good hike? On a nice day, I think the weather is getting a bit humid for it, except unless you're an avid hiking, I want to call it a nut job who just loves hiking, then you probably hike all throughout the year. But for normal people, like myself and many others, I think it's a bit too hot now. Plus, it would be very dangerous in these current conditions. Well, everyone, the time is now 4:34 in the afternoon. Got a lot of messages coming in, which is fantastic to see. Choi Sung-nim coming in saying, good afternoon, it's drizzling. Yeah, drizzling is a very nice way to put it, I think. It was raining. Actually, it hasn't been too hard, has it? I think drizzling is a good word for that. We have Han Song-nim saying, good afternoon, on my way to go camping. but it's raining. No, that's the worst, is it? Right, that's the worst. What do they say? 가는 날이 장날이라고 하죠. It's just, what's it, like Murphy's Law? The worst things that will happen, basically. I hope you have a good camping trip regardless. Hopefully your tent is waterproof. I'm sure it is. And make a little, what do you call it? A roof, so that you can do some grilling and some barbecuing and have a good time and be safe. Watch out for anything in the wet sliding down. What do they call it? Like an avalanche kind of thing. Have a good time is what I'm trying to say, basically. We've got messages coming in about today's text topic. Today's text topic, in case you were curious, was about what would you take traveling. 네, 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요. 여행 갈 때 내 여행 가방에 꼭 넣어가는 세 가지는 무엇인가요? What are three things you must take when you go traveling? Three things that you put in your bag. Benny Nim says, number 1, chargers. Number 2, earphones. Number 3, neck pillow. And for the reason, I need some energy and sleep time. A neck pillow, that's the one for the aeroplane, right? Where you, I guess because, unless you're in first class, I wouldn't know, I've never been first class. But it's, the seats are pretty bad for your neck. Your head kind of flops side to side. So yeah, I think a neck pillow is a very wise choice, my friend. Soinim said, my top 3 travel must-haves. Number 1, facial mask. 마스크팩. Yeah, it's very Korean, I think. Is it? Or is it very, I don't know. Do you take face masks on vacation? No, she doesn't. Okay, it's a very soy thing to do, I think. Portable charger, absolutely essential. And headphones, not earbuds. 비행기에서 유용해서요. That's exactly, I guess, what Claire said, right? Because you can, 꽂을 수 있으니까 you can put it into the thing, but with wireless ones, you can't connect wirelessly. I always forget and make that mistake. We have a 머쓱타드님. It's been a long time. I remember you coming in a long time ago. Welcome back to the show, saying 안녕하세요. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining me on this drizzly Friday. I hope you're still feeling good. Matthew, messaging in. How you doing, Matthew? I feel like I saw you just yesterday. Now he says, in the bag, jogging clothes. Okay, you plan to go jogging while on vacation. Nice. And then also says 물티슈. You know what? 물티슈 or wet wipes, baby wipes are essential. You never know where you're going to go. If you've maybe eaten some street food and your hands are just, grimy from the gravy or scorpions that you've eaten, you need to wipe your hands. I totally agree with that one. And a tennis ball to pass the time in case of unexpected downtime. What are you, in The Great Escape, where you're just sitting down, throwing a tennis ball against the wall, waiting to come out of solitary confinement? I like that image. Thanks for your messages, mate. We also have 이혜림님 saying, I carry cash for emergencies. If I've traveled before, I keep a photo from that trip to reminisce and take the same picture. I also bring mini snacks while waiting in line during my travels. It's really, really wise. I guess you think very proactively, very pragmatically about your trips. Cash is always essential. You could lose your cards. Your bank could block your cards when you're in another country. Taking a picture, keeping a photo from the trip is a good one too. We have a message also from Pinay Ajumanim. Hello, Pinay Ajumanim, saying, waiting for my friend's interview. Hello, DJ Nick. You must be friends with our guest later on. Welcome to the show early. You've got front row seats. Thank you for joining. Your friend will be on later today. So, yeah, wait for that. Raration님 as well. Good to see you, my friend. Saying, 안녕하세요. 모든 분들 건강한 금요일 되세요. 비가 시원하게 내리네요. That's a positive way to look at it. It's raining refreshingly. Yeah, that's a positive spin on things, my friend. I do love that you come in and you're always very positive with your words. Thank you for your presence, my friend. Anyone else, please send me your messages to pound 9050 샵 9050 should cost you 101 KakaoTalk message or YouTube live comment. 고수님 is already messaging in saying 먹방 퀴즈 정답 pickle. Wow, you are jumping the gun. You have already drunk all of that kimchikuk. You need to just slow down there. But that's your guess, pickle. In case you didn't know, later on in the second half, we're going to have our mukbang quiz, so stay tuned for that. Now, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a song break, and we'll be right back. This is Supernatural by Ariana Grande.
else around me. Just need you right here. You're like the only thing that I see. It's crystal clear and I want you to come claim it. I do. What are you waiting for? Yeah, want you to name it. I do. Want you to make it yours. It's like supernatural. Close with sesame, but I don't mind at all. It's like supernatural. It's taking over me. The water fight the fall. It's like supernatural. It's like supernatural.
Gotta be rooms up in this party. We could take our time. You said you wanted it and on me. Oh, you read my mind.
I want you to come claim it. I do. What are you waiting for?
Show you that I can take it. I do.
Want you to make it yours. It's like supernatural. Close with sesame, but I don't mind at all. It's like supernatural. It's taking over me. The water fight the fall. It's like supernatural. No one living at all. It's like supernatural. No one living at all. I want you to come claim it. I do.
You to come name it. I do.
This is with sesame, but I don't mind at all. It's taking over me. The water fight the fall. It's like supernatural. It's like supernatural. It's like supernatural.
Welcome back, everyone, to For Your Busan. It's 4:42 in the afternoon, and joining me on this drizzly Friday is Kelly. Hello.
Happy Friday. 안녕하세요.
That's the
반갑습니다.
spirit. I like it.
네,
Yeah.
Happy Friday.
You know, rain or shine, I like that you always come in with
Oh,
your
yeah.
happy waves.
네.
Yeah, that's good. Do you mind the rain? Are you-
Oh, I don't.
You don't?
네, I don't. Well, you know what? When it rains, it's just me probably, but I can smell the earth like a hook, right? I like that.
That's
네.
a very interesting approach.
네.
I guess you can. It's everything smells like moss or
네.
was it like kind of like a
little
icky or
bit
something?
네.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
네.
I'm sorry because I walked here and it's very humid today, so it won't smell very good in the studio right now. Anyway, before we dive in, I want to ask you today's text topic.
Okay.
What are 3 things? Now, I asked you before and you said, just ask me one thing, please. What is one thing you would take
Okay, it's a little
on
bit
holiday?
embarrassing. Right. Well, actually, the first thing that popped into my head was dental floss.
Oh.
dental floss.
잘 끼시나요, 음식?
네, 아니요. 약간은,
Yes.
네. But actually, sometimes when I'm in a foreign country, it is sometimes very difficult to find one, right?
Yeah.
But you know what MBTI is, right?
Yeah.
I'm a very P person, which means that I'm very spontaneous and just go with the flow. So I like to buy new things in a new country once I arrive. So I don't really pick a lot of different stuff.
I think that's awesome.
네.
That's a great mentality to have. You just try and almost live like a 현지인
네,
to a
맞아요.
degree. But I agree, when I get something stuck in my teeth and I don't have
hate it.
치약 or 치실, it's the worst fear. I feel like my teeth are like 버려지고 있는 거예요.
맞아요. You know exactly what I mean.
Oh, I totally
네.
feel you. That's a good one. There's another one for you. So this segment is Busan Life Solution, and
Right.
we go over some issues that expats are having and hopefully find a solution.
Right. But before we dive in, I want to give you a quick reminder, right? So did you know that May 20th is Together Day?
Oh.
Well, actually in Korean,
There's
it's
a lot of
called,
days in
네,
May.
세계인의 날. It's called 세계인의 날 in Korea.
Oh, like World People
네,
Day?
네, World People Day, like a world
Togetherness.
네, Together Day. So Busan's got 2 fun activities coming up on World Day. The Asia Culture Festival is happening on this Sunday, May 18th at Rune City Square in Sasangu area. And the global gathering will be on May 24th at the Busan Cinema Center. Well, there's a lot to check out at both festivals, from tasty food and live performances to chances to experience different cultures, like meet new communities and connect with local organizations. So please, I don't want you to miss this, opportunity.
That's amazing.
네, everybody's welcome, and it is all free to join.
Wow, there you go. Anyone, and I know basically everyone listening is very interested in
네.
multiculturalism and other
Exactly.
cultures. So good food's probably going to be there. I might be there. Thank you for that information.
Thank you.
So let's dive into question number 1.
All right.
I'm a foreign student with a D2 visa. I took a semester off, or 휴학, and visited home for 5 months. I just returned to Korea and was wondering when my national health insurance becomes available.
Okay, so here's what happened to this person, right? So this person with a D2 visa took 1 semester off and was outside for Korea for 5 months.
Yes.
They have just returned to Korea and would like to know when they can use their national health insurance benefits again, right?
Yes.
Luckily, this person's national health insurance will be effective the day they return to Korea.
Okay.
If somebody, for non-Koreans living in South Korea, if someone stays outside of the country for more than 1 month, their health insurance eligibility is supposed to be terminated, which must have happened to this person too, right?
Yep.
However, a D2 visa holder's coverage resumes immediately after they return.
Yes. This has happened to me when I went traveling. I was away for more than a month and I came back and I was like, wait, where's my insurance cancelled? But you get the option to either, wait the 6 months again or pay back from when it was cancelled.
Okay.
Yeah. But what are some things to keep in mind?
There are a few things to keep in mind during this process. For example, there is a possibility that the date of foreign registration changes once a person re-enters Korea with a D2 visa, right? If that is the case, their health insurance coverage will begin from the new foreign registration date. And, like a D2 visa, and for students, there's another visa called D4 visa, right?
Okay.
Also, a D4 visa holder's health insurance begins 6 months after their re-entry into South Korea, like you mentioned, right? I would like to suggest that this person check with the university's international office to see when their health insurance coverage starts again, right? Also, they can visit the local health insurance service office with the documents, including an ARC and school certificates, etc., etc. So I hope that helps.
There you go.
네.
Good information. Let's move on to question number 2.
Okay.
I'm American, living in Busan. I was in the process of drafting and signing a contract to work at a hagwon. A few things mentioned in the contract made me feel uncomfortable. For example, if a student withdraws due to the employee's clear negligence, the refunded tuition amount may be deducted from the employee's salary. Unreported absences will result in a 10% deduction from the previous month's salary, and this will be applied to the current month's pay. If sufficient notice is not given, up to 15% of the previous month's salary may be deducted from the final check. Am I being too sensitive, or are these terms harsh?
Well, I don't think that this person is sensitive.
It's kind of illegal.
네. Well, it is really normal for this person to feel uncomfortable, because these clauses mentioned in the contract are very unusual and may not comply with Korea labor law, actually. The terms that do not comply with the labor law include financially punishing this person for things that are clearly not their fault,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So let's take a closer look. Well, according to the Article 43 of the Labor Standards Act, including such clause in a contract is illegal under the principles prohibiting delayed wages payment and penalty clause. So this person can request that hagwon remove these clause from the contract, or just, it's my personal opinion, but if it is too difficult to negotiate with them, maybe finding another workplace.
For sure. If they've
maybe
already
a good idea.
if they've
네.
put this technically illegal clause in there, it could be a difficult time ahead and it could cause problems in relationship
That's what I'm
later
talking
on.
about. 네.
Hope you get this resolved and that's the information for you. Question number 3. I'm a foreigner living in Busan. I work as a cleaner. The person, who I assumed is a middleman, lets me know whenever there is work. I don't know if he's the employer or another employee. However, I haven't been paid and I want to report this to the Labour Ministry. Who should I report it to?
Well, this person must be in a very stressful situation, right?
Yeah.
I really hate to hear about the late payment because, you have to pay for your credit card and a monthly rent and everything, right?
Exactly.
So according to Article 44 of the Labor Standards Act, if a subcontractor fails to pay wages to worker due to the fault of the main contractor, both the main contractor and the subcontractor are responsible.
Okay.
네. That means that this person can report both the intermediary and the company to the labor office or 노동청, right? However, if the middleman, like a 중개인, if the middleman gave this person work without any going through an official hiring process or something like that, it might be considered a matter of personal debt between two individuals.
So if it's maybe on social media, there was a job listing and I was like,
Right.
oh yeah, I'll go for this job.
Exactly.
It's not legally binding sometimes.
Then in this case, this person can report it to the police or file a civil lawsuit.
Well, we do hope that this gets solved for you. If all's well, both of them, like you said, the subcontractor and the main contractor are responsible. I hope this gets sorted out. Okay, let's move on to question number 4.
All right.
I am a foreign teacher living in Busan. I'm interested in learning taekwondo. Taekwondo looks like a good sport. Obviously, I can see many taekwondo studios that train kids, but I was wondering if there are any studios in Busan that train adults. Thanks. Enjoy the kids. Who cares?
Yeah, this is an
You'll be the
interesting
strongest person there.
Yeah,
Bang, bang.
for sure. Well, I'm not sure where in Busan this person lives, but I'm sure that there are many taekwondo studios in their neighborhood. And this person also mentioned it, right? And many taekwondo places that we call 도장 or 수련원 are actually open to adults too.
Oh, maybe
네.
later classes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
네. And, kids take late time classes too. Anyways.
True.
네.
Yeah.
So, because taekwondo is certainly a good sport for both kids and adults.
For sure.
I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So please contact any 도장 or 수련원, between the hours of 12 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m., to inquire about lessons.
There you go.
Right?
There's so many options. You see them all over the place. So even if they have kids there, they'll probably teach adults too.
Sure.
Kelly, thank you so much for bringing us these solutions, and hopefully it has solved the curiosities of these lovely people. And I'll see you hopefully on a brighter Friday.
All right. I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everyone, the time is now 4:53 in the afternoon. We've got some messages coming in. We have Man English Nim. I love your name, and I like your pusa because it's a good old Union Jack, a British flag, saying, Nick, I always study my English by listening to your radio. Please always be there forever. Well, that's a very nice thing of you to say, Man English Nim. I'm really glad that you find a lot of value from this show, and I'll be here for as long as I can be, of course. It makes me feel very happy that it's very useful, so thank you for your message. And Juliet Nim as well saying, no matter how hard we try, we're unable to make ourselves laugh. But watching Nick's show always makes me smile. Hello, everybody. That's so poetic and so cheesy and beautiful. I love it. Welcome to the show, Juliet Nim. The time is now 4:53. We're going to wrap up the first half here. Don't go anywhere because we will be back very, very soon. This is Gaya by Triple S.
손에 잡히질 않아 때론 희망 때론 절망 그 사이 어긋난 채로 세상은 점점 더 화려하게 빛나 근데 왜 또 숨이 차 뛰어도 꿈은 더 멎어져 보니까 너도 날 닮은 것 같아 넘어지고 슬퍼도 그저 너 내 색조차 안 나네 우리 그냥 도망치자 아무도 나 찾지 못하게 더 짙어봐 흰 꿈으로 초란 날 숨겨 수익 광고 속 화려한 저 세상을 향해 근데 왜 또 숨차 네가 조금은 더 사라져 사실 난 행복하고 예쁜 걸 누구보다도 네가 조금은 더 말려줘 They wanna run away 울지마다 악몽일 뿐이야 내 세상은 꿈에서 깨어나는 You finally realize 눈을 뜨면 행복한 여기 딴 걸 빛나고 있어 우린 여기 서 있어 alive
Your bridge to the world. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구 도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다 축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
꿈의 가치를 생각합니다. 빛나는 아이디어로 도전하는 청년의 꿈, 새로운 기술로 시작하는 스타트업의 꿈, 더 크게 더 높이 성장하는 유니콘의 꿈. 가능성과 잠재력에 주목한다면 꿈은 무한한 미래가 됩니다. 현재보다 미래 가치로 모두의 성장이 모두의 미래가 되는 사회, 우리가 함께 만들어갑니다. 이 캠페인은 기술기업의 스타트업부터 스케일업까지 함께하는 혁신성장 플랫폼 기술보증기금이 함께합니다.
(5월 24일) 토요일 오후 1시 영화의 전당 야외 무대에서 만나는 작은 지구촌 축제. 영어와 음악이 함께합니다.
BFM All-Star English 공개방송. Hello world, let's be friends.
저 에이시아 푸기
And me, 민수.
그리고 개그맨 이상훈,
감사합니다.
가수 와니와 아론, 래퍼 윤비까지 이 라인업 실화.
From a fun English quiz to a freestyle rap battle, get ready for a time full of laughter, music, and making new friends with All-Star English.
May 24th, Saturday 1 p.m. 영화의 전당에서 우리 그날 친구 할까요?
김밥가게 박 사장님도, 문구점 김 사장님도, 우리 부산의 경제를 움직이는 사람들. 우리 동네 작은 가게로 향하는 발걸음이 우리 부산의 경제를 키워가는 한 걸음입니다. 부산 방송광고 발전 협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까?
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
자, 우리 청취자분들께 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하십니까. 저는 부산에는 모 고등학교 재직 중인 문선혜라고 합니다.
네, 현재 어떤 과목을 좀 가르치고 계신가요?
지금 저는 원래 전공이 2개라
네네.
수학이랑 상업 2개 다 전공해서
네.
지금 현재 이 학교에서는
네.
재직 중인 학교에서는 상업을 지금 가르치고 있고요.
네네.
이때까지는 수학을 주로 많이 했었습니다.
아우, 대단하신 것 같습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
그럼 교직에 몸담으신 지는 얼마나 되셨나요?
저는 15년, 16년 정도
네네.
되었고요.
15년, 16년 전으로 돌아가신다고 하면은 그 당시 교사라는 직업을 선택하시게 된 계기가 있을까요?
고2 때 담임 선생님이
네네.
그냥 우연찮게 지나가는 말로 너는 선생님 하면 참 잘하겠다 라는 말이 계기가 되어서
네네.
저는 원래 그 취업을 했다가
네.
다시 학교를 들어가서 전공을 바꿔서
네.
교직을 이수한 사람입니다.
그런 부분 좀 어려운 점은 없으셨어요? 새로운 꿈을 좀 찾으신다는 게?
네, 일단 새로운 꿈보다는
네.
직장생활 할 때 30이 되기 전에 정말 내가 뭐를 하고 싶었는지를 곰곰이 생각했는데 회사 생활도 원래 재밌었지만
네네.
선생님 말처럼 선생을 해보면 또 어떨까
네네.
어떤 느낌일까
네.
라는 생각으로 다시 도전을 했었고
네네.
그러다가 임용까지 치게 됐고 네 그렇게 됐습니다.
자, 새로운 꿈을 고민하고 계신 분들께 많은 귀감이 계실 것 같은데요. 내일이 5월 15일 스승의 날이지 않습니까?
네.
오랫동안 교직에 계시다 보면 스쳐 지나간 제자들도 참 많으셨을 것 같은데 기억에 남는 제자가 있으시다면 누가 좀 있을까요?
딱히 누구라고 특정하는 친구들은
네.
막 지나간 이 친구다 저 친구다 말하기보다는
네네네.
일단 저는 주로 한 10몇 년을 수학으로만 했었을 때 눈이 반짝반짝하니 질문도 많이 하고
네.
그 다음에 선생님에게 많이 물어보고
네.
그 다음에 호응을 또 많이 해주는 친구들이 제 기억에 남는 것 같아요.
그럼 현재 이제 부산에서 교육을 좀 하고 계신데 이 현장을 잇고 계신 선생님들께서 최근에 가장 많이 하고 계시는 고민들이 있다면 좀 뭐가 있을까요?
지금 현장에서는 지금 제일 문제가 되는 게 대학 입시 또는 이 학교에서는 취업이지만
네네.
대학 입시가 제일 큰 고민거리고요.
네네.
그리고 이제 정부에서 얘기하는 고교 학점제가 지금 현실 고등학교에서는 적응하기가 조금 맞지 않다?
네네.
라는 생각을 좀 많이 하고 있는데 아이들은 정확하게 고등학교 들어와서 나는 이렇게 진로를 결정할 거야
네.
라고 뚜렷한 친구들은 그렇게 드물거든요. 1%도
그렇죠.
그렇게 되지 않습니다.
네네네.
근데 고교 학점제라는 걸 하면 그 길로만 가야 되는 불편함이 있고 나중에 진로를 변경했을 때 자기는 처음에 수학 선생님 되고 싶었지만
네네.
생각을 해보니 수학 선생님보다는 사회과로 전공할 수도 있거든요.
그렇죠. 네.
이렇게 아예 다른 옛날 얘기를 하면 문과에서 이과로, 이과에서 문과로 가는 친구들이 있는데 그 친구들은 너무나 가기가 힘든 거예요. 방향이 이런 것들 생각해보면 너무 힘든 대학 가는 게 힘들지 않을까.
그렇죠.
그리고 자기 직업을 선택하는 게 너무 힘들지 않나 싶습니다.
네네. 말씀하셨던 것처럼 이 다양한 교육 정책들이 많이 펼쳐지고 있지 않습니까? 그런 부분들이 좀 개선돼야 된다면 어떻게 좀 보완을 해야 될까요?
일단 아이들의 현실이 지금 현실과의 정책은 너무나 괴리가 큰 것 같아요.
네네.
그래서 진짜 현장에 있는 선생님들의 얘기를 들어보고
네네.
학생의 얘기도 들어보고 난
그렇죠.
다음에 그 정책을 결정하는 게 없다니까
네.
라는 생각이 저는 먼저 들어요. 네, 제가 고등학교 때는
네.
이까지만 모든 과목을 다 했었거든요.
네네네.
그런 것처럼 아이들에게 일단 펼쳐놓고 난
아하.
다음에 정말 좋아하는 걸 선택해서 대학에 가는 게 좋지 않을까.
이제 언젠가 교단에서 내려오시게 되는 날이 있지 않겠습니까?
네네.
네, 그럴 때 우리 제자들에게 이런 선생님으로 좀 기억이 되고 싶다, 남고 싶다 하시는 부분 있으실까요?
저는 아이들에게
네.
멋진 선생님.
멋진 선생님. 네. 그 멋짐이 이제 어떤 걸 포함하는 개념이죠?
그냥 뭐든지 다.
뭐든지 다.
네.
네. 충분히 멋지신데요.
감사합니다.
네. 또 뭐 추가적으로 좀 뭐가 있습니까? 뭐 멋짐 말고 또
멋진 말고요.
네.
수학의 신?
그렇습니다. 말씀하시는 거 들어보면 충분히 지금 학생들은 그렇게 생각하고 있지 않을까.
감사합니다.
라는 생각이 좋습니다. 네. 자, 그럼 끝으로 이 방송을 듣고 있는 사랑하는 제자들에게 한 말씀 하신다면요?
학교 생활은 정말 즐거운 곳, 학교는 정말 즐거운 곳이기 때문에
네네.
학교에서 진짜 최선을 다해서 놀고
맞습니다.
공부하고 최선을 다해 친구랑 사귀고
네.
즐겼으면 좋겠습니다.
아, 지금 이 순간에 즐겨라.
네.
Enjoy my life. 그러면 한 가지만 더 여쭤봐도 괜찮을까요? 네. 선생님의 인생을 영어 단어 하나로 표현하자면 가장 좀 잘 어울리는 게 뭐가 좀 있을까요?
제가 영어에 너무 약한데.
네, 방법이죠. 뷰티풀.
네.
아까는 멋짐이셨지 않나요? 나이스.
나이스였는데
네네.
아름다움 모든 걸 다 갖추고 싶어가지고
네네네.
다 섞어봤습니다.
알겠습니다. 네. 오늘 좋은 말씀 너무너무 감사드리겠습니다.
아, 감사합니다.
고맙습니다. 네.
네.
Thank you to Thomas for bringing us today's On the Mic. And on the line today, we had 문선혜님, who is a mathematics and commerce teacher, who's a teacher at a high school teaching those subjects. I did love her positive and very bright and laughing personality. I'm sure she was an amazing teacher. And during her own high school years, a homeroom teacher once told her that she would make a good teacher, and that comment inspired her to change her major and pursue a career in education. And the current reality of the high school credit system from the perspective of teachers was shown by her as well. And it was really nice to hear what she had to say, especially her message to students. I hope you truly enjoy your school life. And I think that's very important. I hope you all had a good childhood in your schools. I know yesterday we talked a bit about memorable teachers, and while some people, especially the children of a lot of people, were having positive experiences right now, it was a bit more difficult back in the day when, I guess, laws and regulations were a bit different. Well, anyway, that's why we have this segment on the mic basically every day, to hear the voices of the beautiful, as she said, voices of the people that make up this amazing city. The time is 5:07, nearly 5:08 in the afternoon on a drizzly Friday. Hope you're having a good one. Park Songjin-nim messaging in saying, "Hi Nick, it's a rainy Friday again. Have a good day." Thank you, Park Songjin-nim. I hope you're having a good day despite the rain. That's a good point. I swear, these days, for the past maybe 2 months, it feels like tourists coming to Busan haven't been getting a good deal. I swear the weather gets kind of cold and rainy just on weekends, but there you go. Hopefully that clears up. And apparently sports things are being cancelled too. 이혜림님 saying 비가 와서 야구 안 하는 게 아쉽네요. You know, I feel like baseball stadiums, football stadiums, they should just have, a retractable roof. Right? If it rains, if it thunders, just close up that roof, few artificial lights, continue the game, rain or shine. But yeah, it is a shame. I hope you can find something else to do in the meantime. Im Sung-hwan-nim also saying 야구도 오늘 취소입니다. Yeah. And a lot of other things Im Sung-hwan-nim has said cancelled, which seems like a shame because it seems like you came specifically to see those things. There's not much we can do in those situations. I hope you find something else to do to have a good evening. In regards to the rain, Soinim, they actually went out in the end. They were debating whether to go out and buy some food. They were like, 나갈까 말까 고민 중이었는데요. They finally said 우산 썼는데도 소용없이 어깨랑 발이랑 다 젖네요. 듣기 모드로 청취할게요. 먹방 퀴즈 맞추고 싶은데. Hey, you know what? At least you're going to have the prize though. You might have wet shoulders and feet, but you'll have your hamburger and chocolate cake and latte. That's all going to be worth it. We also have Jenny Nim. Welcome to the show. Fantastic to see you. I hope the weather's better where you are. It's very nice to have you here. Busan Ajanim as well. Good to see you, my friend. Saying 봄비 수준이 아니고 장맛비 같네요. It wasn't too bad when I was walking here, but looking at some of the comments, it appears to have gotten a little bit worse. So hopefully it doesn't get any worse from now on. And then said 비 억수로 오네. I can feel how much rain is coming through your 사투리. Lee Yeonanim, good to see you. Coming in with just closing 괄호 and opening 괄호. I assume that's like a hello of some kind. Hello to you. Welcome to the show. All right, now before we do move on, I do want to read a PSA, an emergency broadcast that we have. This is an emergency broadcast from BEFM. The Ministry of the Interior and Safety has issued this PSA at 3:30 p.m. May 16th, 2025, nationwide. Rain or showers are expected nationwide until early tomorrow morning, with some areas experiencing gusty winds, thunder and lightning. In particular, very heavy rain is expected through the night in the southern coastal and eastern inland areas of Cheonnam, the southern coastal and southwestern inland areas of Gyeongnam, as well as in Busan, Ulsan and Jeju. Please take note of the following precautions. Avoid approaching construction sites, slopes or mountain areas where landslides, retaining wall collapses, or falling rocks may occur due to heavy rain. In areas experiencing rainfall, use public transportation as much as possible. If driving, maintain a safe distance and reduce speed. If your vehicle is parked in a riverside parking lot or underground garage that may be prone to flooding, move it to a safer location in advance. This message was brought to you by the Ministry of the Interior and Safety. So, judging from that PSA, it's not going to let up anytime soon. You know, we were talking with Claire about a lot of the new systems that Busan had to detect, flooding in underwater areas. Please be careful because, going under tunnels, parking underground, we don't know how bad it's going to get. Just take care of yourselves and your vehicles as well. All right. Well, the time is now 5:12 in the afternoon. To brighten things up a little bit, we're going to have a quiz. What quiz, you ask? Today's quiz master, of course. We also have today's text topic, which is asking, what are 3 things you must pack with you when you go traveling? 여행 갈 때 내 여행 가방에 꼭 넣어가는 3가지는 무엇인지 알려주는 코너가 있습니다. Well, it's the text topic, and we have 최승님 saying, for me, my must-have items are umbrella, Band-Aids and a hat. Oh, that's very good. Yes, it's always good to have a medical kit. You never know, you could cut yourself doing something weird or crazy, right? And then having a good plaster, Band-Aid, very good forward thinking. That sounds like the thinking of a mother, which I know you are, so awesome stuff right there. All right, you can send your messages to pound 9050, sharp 900, which will cost you 101, Kakao Talk message or YouTube live comment. Don't go anywhere because coming up next, we do have Quiz Master. Before that, this is Toxic Till the End by Rose.
Call us what we are, toxic from the start. Can't pretend that I was in the dark. When you met my friends, didn't even try with them. I should've known right then that you were jealous and possessive. So manipulating, honestly impressive. You had me participating. Back then when I was running out of your pace, I said I never wanna see your face. I've been, I couldn't wait to see it again. We were toxic till the end. Yes, even when I said it was over, you hurt. Baby, can you pull me in closer? You were plotting how to stay in my head. We were toxic till the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the X. His favorite game is chess. Who would ever guess? Playing with the pieces in my chest. Now he's on the screen, I'm saying don't leave. You stole that line from me cause you're just jealous and possessive. So manipulating, back then when I was running out of your place. I said I never want to see your face. I meant I couldn't wait to see it again. We were toxic.
(5월 24일) 토요일 오후 1시 영화의 전당 여행무대에서 만나는 작은 지구촌 축제. 영어와 음악이 함께합니다.
BFM All-Star English 공개 방송. Hello world, let's be friends.
저 에이시아 푸기
And me, 민수.
그리고 개그맨 이상훈,
감사합니다.
가수 와니와 아론, 래퍼 윤비까지 이 라인업 실화.
From a fun English quiz to a freestyle rap battle, get ready for a time full of laughter, music, and making new friends with All-Star English.
May 24th, Saturday 1 p.m. 영화의 전당에서 우리 그날 친구 할까요?
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is now 5:17 in the afternoon on a Friday. I've got lots of messages coming in, which is always nice to see. We have 만학도 영은의 messaging in saying 안녕하세요. 수업 끝나고 이제 들어왔는데 벌써 못 드신 건 아니죠? 아직 못 먹었습니다. 아직 안 먹었습니다. We're going to eat it in about 2 minutes. So 2 minutes later is the mukbang quiz, so don't worry, you're not late. Before we do move on to that, I want to read some messages about the text topic. 3 things that you would take when you go traveling. 3 things you must have in your bag. We have Jnim saying 저는 여행 갈 때 마사지기. Ooh, 마사지기. That's a luxury travel. 마스크 그리고 알러지 약 꼭 챙겨요. That's awesome. Allergy medicine, absolutely essential, because you don't know if you can find good medication in a foreign country easily. Very smart. And masks as well, especially after the whole COVID thing. Taking masks is a good idea. But the massager, I feel like that will take up a lot of space in your bag. But maybe it's worth it. Thank you for your message, Jane. I like Jin Lee Nim's message as well, saying, number 1, 설렘. Number 2, 피곤함. Number 3, 기다림. That's a creative answer. Those are the emotions and the feelings that you're going to take with you. Totally agree. Starts with excitement, then you get tired at the airport, and then you're waiting as you're in the air. Perfect. Thank you very much for that message. Lots of people messaging in about today's quiz, which is coming up right now. Even Juliet Nim is getting in on the 고수 trend of guessing 10 hours too early, saying 먹방 퀴즈 정답, ice cream. Okay, ice cream is an interesting answer. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I am going to eat it for you very, very soon. Okay, today's quiz is 몰래 온 간식 ASMR 먹방 quiz입니다. What did you eat for lunch today? What will you eat for dinner today? Maybe you haven't decided what you're going to eat, so this could be some inspiration for you. And honestly, I've got it next to me, looking at it. I can't wait. I love this. Which is rare here. Rarely do I say in our 몰래 온 간식 ASMR segment, do I love or am I excited to eat the food? But this time, I genuinely am. So remember, I'm going to take a bite of this food and then I will try and give you some ASMR sounds. I will describe it as well as I can, and then you have to guess what it is. Guess what it is. Anything you think. Send it to pound 9050, 샵 9050, cost 201, Kakao Talk message or YouTube live comment. We have 3865 button in messaging in saying, rainy Friday. I love it. Oh, due to getting deep sleep. Hey, that's a good way to think about it. I love going to sleep with the rain falling. It's so therapeutic. It's that kind of 백색소음이 있잖아요. I love it. It's brilliant. Good way to think about it. Okay, anyway. I'm going to eat this food. get ready, everyone, to start guessing. PD님, please turn the camera away. Okay, the camera is turned. I am now picking up. Now it's inside this black 도시락 box. Oh. Now, it smells good. Now, I opened the packet. It looks a bit sad. It looks a bit burnt. 태우셨나요? 작가님? Why is there so much? It feels like there's loads of burnt bits on it. Anyway, I'm going to eat it first. All right, are you ready? I'm sorry. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wait. It's very chewy. I need to chew it for like another 30 seconds. 잠깐만요. Can we play the PG a bit louder? 조금 좀 올려주세요. Background music, please. Okay, I think I'm ready. All right, I'm ready to come back. Oh, that was embarrassing. So I took a bite of it, and I think I took too big of a bite of it. It's very chewy. 생각보다도 많이 chewy하네요. Alright, wow, that's weird. I think I was too excited and I took a big bite. So did you hear that? It's kind of squishy, right? Lots of squishy flavors in there. First thing that I notice, it's quite greasy. 좀 많이 기름지고 좀 느끼한 그런 것이 있거든요. But it's good. A little bit greasy. It's warm. It's warm. It has a very distinct flavor. How else can I describe it? It's got lots of vegetables. There are some vegetables in it. Those are the hints I'm going to give you for now. We've got 소희님생 구운 고구마, 주먹기님생 김밥, 라레이션님생 꽈배기. We have 진리님생 계란 후라이. 피네이 아주마님생 족발. 고수님생 샌드위치. 고수님, you said pickle. So there you go. 이혜림님생 해시 브라운. I love hash browns. And you know what? I think hash browns is a fairly good answer. I think maybe on the kind of right lines-ish kind of something. Jadenim, welcome to the show, saying 햄버거? Rareishnim saying 순대? Oh, we've got a variety of answers coming in here. Jadenim saying 김밥이요. Okay. Our writer says it should be crisp. It's because of the microwave. 전자레인지 탓에 it became kind of burnt. It's okay. 고수님 saying 야채 고로케. 이혜림님 saying 감자전. Okay, lots of interesting answers. Keep sending them to me. We're going to take a song break and then we'll be right back. This is Lemonade by 최예나.
shy and 어디가 머나고 평소말 때 더 차갑지 Oh no no But 그애는 좀 special 보통은 아니도 내겐 특이하게 매력 있는 걸 And I say hey 내게 말을 건넸지 You can stay 몰라 옆자리에 앉았지 네가 그려준 queer 작은 종이 위치엔 groovy 난 너를 엉뚱하게 만해 넌 내게 랄랄랄랄랄랄 랄랄랄랄랄 준비된 시원한 신선해 상큼해 놀라지마 참 보지마 나는 널 왠지 원해 랄랄랄랄랄랄 랄랄랄랄랄 시원한 상큼한 얼음이야 랄랄랄랄랄 sour 맛있기만 해 sour You and me happy hour 좋아해 내 말 내는 말 It's better than cola and rum Nothing 내게는 그 어떤 맛들도 왜 없지 내 말 And I say hey 내게 말을 건넸지 You can stay 몰라 옆자리에 앉았지 네가 그려준 queer 작은 종이 위치엔 groovy 난 너를 엉뚱하게 만해 넌 내게 랄랄랄랄랄 랄랄랄랄랄 push if I'll have it closer 알려줬어 here and now 네가 지어준 name 너를 태워줘 나는 autumn Finally 잘 맞는 melody 넌 내게 랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄lal랄랄랄랄랄랄랄 놀라지마 참 보지마 나는 널 왠지 원해 시간을 상큼한 너는 랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄랄
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It's 5:26 in the afternoon on a rainy Friday, and we're in the middle of Quizmaster. This is our 몰래온 간식 ASMR 먹방 퀴즈입니다. I'm eating a particular food, and I'm giving you some hints, and we've got lots of different guesses coming in. Remember, there are prizes to be won. Today's prize is a chicken coupon. So if you get the answer correct and you get chosen, you could be having a delicious dinner tonight or whenever the coupon gets to you. So let's have a look at some of the messages here. Soinim saying, burrito. Oh, I love burritos. I wish it was. Okay, it's not a burrito, but I do like burritos. Driven Monkey님 saying, greasy, cooked. 고수님 saying, 야채 고로케. Okay, and also 이혜림님 saying the same thing. 야채 고로케 맞는 것 같아요. And then 만학도 형은님 saying, 야채 고로케일 가능성도. I like all of this logic that everyone is using and bouncing ideas off of each other. Jenny님 then coming in with a different answer saying, 회오리 감자인가? 야채 그렇게 먹고 싶어요. I haven't eaten 회오리 감자 in years. Last time I ate it, I think it was when I was a 학원 teacher and I ate it with my students and they showed me what it was for the first time and I loved it. It was great. I don't eat it anymore though, very bad for you. But it's delicious. Let's have a look. We have Park Seongjin-nim coming back saying, wow, I can feel it. 파전. I feel like 막걸리 with a rainy day. That would be perfect for a rainy day for sure. A day like this, I could go for that. Definitely. I feel you 100%. Okay, I think I'm ready for another bite. I'm worried though because I was excited and I took too big of a bite earlier and I nearly choked. So I won't make the same mistake. I'm going to take another bite, gladly, because it's delicious. PDM, please turn the camera away. The camera is off. I'm going to give you another ASMR session, so listen up, everybody. Okay. There we go. All right, then. Let's do this. Okay. Oh no, it's chewy. It's going to take a long time to chew. Okay, let's raise the music a little bit. 묵음 소리 살짝 감사합니다, 비리님. I might need to get rid of it. Okay, I'm good. Here we go, turn the camera back. There we go. God, I feel this is, eating, it's such a private and intimate and instinctual thing. It feels weird when lots of people are listening to me eat, because I don't like listening to other people eat. So I can't imagine who likes listening to me eat. Nevertheless, I love this food. It's really good. Actually, I'm thinking 오늘의 저녁 메뉴 이걸로 할 것 같아요. I'm gonna have to talk to my wife, but I definitely want this. Tastes really good. So even though it was put in the microwave. Okay, let's have a look here. 소희님 saying 파전. That would be nice tonight. 인류의 충전소님 saying chewy. What's chewy? Oh, the food is chewy. Not like Chewbacca chewy. Raration님 saying 군만두. Nice stuff. 군만두 with 간짜장 is like my favorite combination. I love that. Is someone saying churros? Churro. 인류의 충전소님 is saying churro. Are you saying churros? The Spanish pastry stick thing? All right. Jade's-님 saying 야채 튀김. Okay. 부산아재님 saying 쩝쩝. Yeah, I'm getting really self-conscious, I don't like doing ASMR stuff. I feel really self-conscious. 이혜림님 saying where 추위해요? Okay. Oh, that's why you're saying chewy. So it is chewy. I have to keep doing it. Jenny님 saying 빈대떡. 빈대떡 is a good guess. 빈대떡 is one of my favorite Korean foods. Hands down, without a doubt, I love 빈대떡. It's so good. We have 숭님 saying 볶음밥. Oh, nice. Which type of 볶음밥 would you say? 최승님 saying 군만두. Okay. All right. Our 작가님, I'm not sure if she's just messaged me. I'm not sure if she's saying say this. You're not saying it, right? She's saying 부산 사투리로 요리 이름이 달라진다고 하셨어요. So there is the normal 표준어 way of saying this food, but then also 부산 사투리 has a different word for it. Okay, there you go. 이하림님 saying crispy한데 주의 상상이 안 가요. You will understand when I tell you the answer. 이하림님. 음파님, welcome to the show. Saying 김치전. Driftmonkey님 saying 파전. There you go. Interesting choices. I do love 김치전. Raration님 saying 개불. I said the other day to who was it to I was saying 개불 is really delicious. But I don't think they would bring that into the studio because 개불 you have to really eat it fresh. And unfortunately, we don't have a 개불 전문가 here to freshly prepare it. 이하림님 saying 동네 파전. Okay. Lots of variety of answers. I like this. Keep sending your messages to pound 9050, sharp 9050, cost 101, KakaoTalk message or YouTube live comment. Jenny-nim saying 부추전. Now, I will say, I'll give you one more hint. For me, we were talking about hiking today. This is a great food, I think, for after you've gone hiking. After you've gone hiking, with a nice typical bit of rice wine. It's really nice. Okay, we're going to take a song break and we'll be back. This is 뚫고 지나가요 by Day 6 Even of Day.
젖은 그 어깨에 슬프다 써져 있길래 조심스레 괜찮냐 물어도 대답은 침묵뿐이에요. 힘이 되고 싶어 뭔 짓을 해봐도 안 보이나 봐요. 눈앞에 있는데도 서서히 금이가 깨질 것 같지만 그래도 난 버티고 있어줘. 이번만큼은 예상이 빗나가길 그리도 간절히 원했는데 왜 그냥 가라는 말 그대 한마디가 나를 뚫고 지나가요. 더 이상은 걷잡을 수 없이 널 향한 마음 작은 조각들로 부서지고
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:36 in the afternoon. We're in the final moments of Quizmaster, our 몰래 온 간식 ASMR 먹방 quiz. I've given you lots of hints, and I've nearly choked on my food, but we have a lot of answers coming in. I'll read a few more of the last ones. J-Nim saying, 파전, 사투리로 찌짐. Okay, thank you for your answer. And let's have a look here. We have 피네 아주마님 saying 도토리묵과 파전. 제니님 saying 해물파전. Alright. 이혜림님 saying 파전인가 보는군요. I guess everyone's kind of going to that. But then 만옥도 영은님 saying 파전은 saying 부산 사투리로 이름이 달라지는 거라면 파전이겠네요. 부산 사투리로 찌잼이라고 하네요. That's very clever of you. 최숙님 saying 부추전. And then 만옥도 영은님 clarifies saying 찌짐 중에서 정구지 찌짐. I guess there's a lot of different types, I guess. So there you go. More messages we have. Oh, people are saying basically that. They're basically saying that. So, I'm going to give you the answer. 작가님 took the food. I wanted to show you. Actually, it's probably a good thing because it's my chew bites in it and stuff. That's not good. All right, the answer is... 부추전입니다. Or in Busan 사투리 정구지 찌짐입니다. Yay! So lots of people kind of got that towards the end. Now, some people were questioning why is it chewy? 아마도 전자레인지로 데워서 그런지 이 부추가 살짝 질겼거든요. A little bit chewy, a little bit tough. But I do love 부추전. But sometimes, you know, some places you go to, do you ever get this UPD? Sometimes you go just for buchujan, there's so much buchu in it. And it's so you can't chew it because it's just like slippery and chewy and slimy. A little bit like that. So, but 작가님, thank you. And now, actually, I would love to go and have some 전, 파전, 김치전, 감자전, 부추전 for dinner tonight. Especially with the weather like that. Nice glass of 막걸리. It'll be amazing. So, we're going to give a prize, a chicken coupon to someone. Who is it going to? 피네 아주마님께 드리겠습니다. Yay! Now, I assume Pinoy is like Philippine, right? So I assume that's the lady version of Philippine. I have a Philippine guest here right now, which we're going to introduce you very soon. Quickly, off camera, am I right? Pinoy is the female version of... She's the one I interviewed before. There you go. I feel stupid now. All right, don't go anywhere because coming up next, we have My Home, My Busan.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
The Korea Broadcast Advertising Cooperation (KOBACO) is offering support for the production of broadcast advertisements for innovative small and medium-sized enterprises. Up to 45 million Korean won is available for television advertisements and up to 3 million Korean won for radio advertisements. Applications will be accepted until 6 p.m. on June 2nd. For more information, please visit the KOBACO website. We appreciate your interest.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:40 in the afternoon, and it's time for My Home, My Busan, where we talk with a wonderful person from around the world who is making Busan their home. Joining me, we have a guest, so let's say hello. 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요.
반갑습니다. 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 필리핀에서 온 노아의 엄마 마페입니다.
Hey, 마페?
네.
I like that. Very, very cool name, I think.
감사합니다.
You're from the Philippines and you said you're the mother of 2 children. Yes. Well, that's awesome. I'm curious to know about your life. How long have you lived in Busan?
Actually, I've been living here for 12 years. Only in Korea is 12 years.
12 years?
Yes, but in Busan is almost 10 years.
We're Korea Life 동갑. I think I'm also 12 years. So you've been here for a long time.
Yes.
You've made it your home. That's really interesting. So I want to know how you really got an interest in Korea in the first place. 필리핀에서 언제 한국에 대한 관심을 가지게 되셨나요? 혹시 한국 문화가 많이 퍼져 있나요?
네, 많이 보셨어요. 사실은 산다라, 또 애니원 산다라 발코니 때문에요.
오케이.
네, 산다라 발코니 스타도 몰랐을 때 그때는 너무 관심이 많아가지고 그 필리핀에서도 그 한국 드라마 가을 동화 그 송혜교 드라마 가을 동화 보고 나서 그때는 관심이 좀 더 많이 생겼어요.
So really because of drama,
Yes.
you kind of liked the actors and you got interested in the culture.
Yes.
That's really good to know. And in the Philippines, Korean K-dramas and K-popular, from what I know, it's popular.
Yes, it's really popular.
We have a listener called Benny here who's from the Philippines, and he knows more about K-pop and K-dramas than most Korean people. So it's pretty impressive. We also have someone called Pine Ajumanim saying pretty mafe. Now they came in earlier actually at the beginning of the show and said I'm waiting for mape. So a friend.
Yes, actually, you're friends.
That's awesome. So I was right earlier when I said Pine is the female version of Pinoy.
Yes.
And it means Philippine person.
Filipina.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's really good to know. Okay. So I want to hear more about your life in Korea. Now, you obviously speak Korean very well. Do you remember your first Korean words or expressions when you began to learn?
Oh, yes, I still remember it.
Yeah.
Even the swear words, I do still remember
We all
them.
remember those.
Yes,
right?
but it's kind of censored here, so let's pass that. The first expression actually that I have learned is 헐, 대박.
Yeah, those are essential, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I learned those from kids. I remember I taught some students, and you know, students they're always like 헐. I came to Korea when 헐랭 was a thing as well. People
yes.
A bit of an old person, I think. When did you start learning Korean? Was it when you came to Korea or in the Philippines?
When I was in the Philippines, I started learning Korean through my students.
Really?
Yes, my college students. So they teach us.
Yeah.
They taught us the Korean alphabet and even the intonation.
Oh,
the
that's awesome.
as well.
So you taught the students and they taught you?
Yes. So when I came here, I entered immediately Damuna Center and even Kiip or the Sawitonga program of Korea.
Right.
So
awesome. So you really took it seriously and
Yes.
you've been here for 12 years now.
yes, for 2 years, I just focus on Korean language.
Okay. Now, Korean is very interesting, especially when it comes to things like tongue twisters. 혹시 재미있는 tongue twister를 할 수 있다고 들었는데 한번 도전해 보시겠어요?
네, 도전해 볼게요.
Okay, let's listen to this tongue twister.
간장 공장 공장장은 간 공장장이고 된장 공장 공장장은 장 공장장이다.
Wow, that's very well. That's impressive. We have a UPD here is a Korean native. You give it a go. All right, she's going to look at it. You don't know it off by heart? Okay, let's listen. Mic up. Mic one is over there, I think. All right, she's going to turn the mic. We're going to listen to see if a Korean person can do it. Oh no, it's hit the board. That was impressive. I'll try as well then while we wait for her to set the mic up. Because I'm going to be I've never really done this. 간장 공장 공장장은 간 공장장이고 된장 공장 공장장은 장 공장장이다. Is that almost right? That's not bad. Okay, all right. You got a lot of pressure there, UPD.
Okay, let me try.
All right, this is UPD on the line now.
간장 공장 공장장은 간 공장장이고 된장 공장 공장장은 장 공장장이다.
Whoa, good. But you started off quite slow. That was good how I went. You know, but honestly, I think you were probably the best one there.
Thank you.
That's really interesting to know. So yeah, Korean is really fun and things like this. There are lots of good points, lots of difficult points. 이 한국어를 읽고 쓰게 되면서 혹시 가장 좋은 점은 무엇이라고 생각하시나요?
좋은 점은 많은데요. 가장 좋은 점은 그때 when I had the naturalization, 그 한국 이름의 변경을 혼자서.
Oh, like changing the name
yes,
and stuff.
혼자서
Okay.
해서.
What is your Korean name?
My Korean name is 정하은.
정하은.
Yes.
How did you choose that?
Actually, it's from my mother-in-law.
Oh, she chose it for you?
Yes.
Oh, do you have a good relationship with your mother?
Of course.
That's very good then. That's awesome. So, yeah, you can call her Mape or 정하은 here. Two names. That's fantastic. Now, the interesting thing with the Philippines is that obviously Tagalog is the native language, but a lot of people speak English very well, and a lot of people, at least my Filipino friends, they will mix Tagalog and English a lot. So I can understand like half of what they're saying and then they switch languages, which I think is fantastic. So how many languages do you speak?
Oh, aside from English and Filipino, I can also speak my provincial dialect. It's Ilocano.
How is it different from Tagalog?
It's kind of a mixture of Spanish.
Oh, of course, because you had the Spanish colonization a long time ago.
Yes.
Interesting. Can you give us an example? Like if you were to introduce yourself in Tagalog and then your regional dialect, how would it be different?
In Tagalog, ako ay si Marife. Ang pangalan ko ay si Marife.
Mm-hmm.
In Ilocano, siya ni Marife.
Oh, it's like almost a different language, isn't it? That's got to be quite interesting. Sometimes we interview people here who are from places like India as well, where they have different languages. And I always wonder, when it comes to uniting the country and, having a common language, it must be difficult sometimes. But it's fantastic. It's very interesting. Now, when it comes to Korea, of course, there is 사투리, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 부산도 부산만의 독특한 언어, 부산 사투리가 있죠. 부산 사투리는 좀 많이 배우셨나요, 혹시?
부산 사투리하고 전라도 사투리 좀 많이 배웠어요.
오, 전라도 사투리까지.
Yes.
좀 보여주시겠어요?
전라도 사투리는 it's like in English we always ask, did you eat?
Mm-hmm.
But in 전라도 we ask, 밥 먹었냐?
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yes.
Oh.
But in Busan 사투리 we say, 밥 먹었나?
Wow, you're like, I would call that 2 extra languages that you speak.
Yes.
I've never really heard 전라도 사투리, and this is one of the first times I'm hearing someone, especially who's not from Korea, speak it, which is really interesting.
Actually, there's one more interesting part.
Go on.
When someone asks you, a friend of yours, is it tasty?
Mm-hmm.
Then you can say, or I can always say that if I use gelado, I will say, 왔다. 맛이 그만이에요.
That's awesome. Bravo.
Or in Busan, you can say, 오메, 살아있네.
Did you live in 전라도 then?
Yes, I live in Mokpo for 2 years.
Mokpo, that explains a lot. So on the west coast of there, and then you've been in Busan for only 2 years?
Yes,
and then
2 years
Busan
in Mokpo and then 10 years in Busan.
Wow, and you haven't forgotten the 전라도 사투리, which is quite fascinating.
I actually haven't forgotten because my 시댁 or my family-in-laws are from 전라도.
So you hear it a lot. That makes a lot of sense right there. Now, if we talk about culture, what would you say the biggest difference between the two cultures are? 이 한국이랑 필리핀의 문화 차이에 대해서 조금 알려주시겠어요?
문화 차이하면은 한국에서는 모든 게 다 빨리빨리해요.
그렇죠. Yeah.
근데 필리핀에서는 조금 그렇게 안 그래요. 네, it's different. It's the opposite.
Yeah. 조금 더 느리게.
Yes.
좀, 여유를 막 가지면서. Yeah, I can feel that as well. I often find that, places that have slightly hotter weather tend to take it slightly slower. At least throughout, Philippines is hot quite a lot of the time. Yeah. Have you ever been in Korea and it's been so fast that you're kind of like, 정신없어. 너무 빨라서 정신없었던 경험이 있었나요, 혹시?
There's one during my 2 years in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
When taking the bus,
mm-hmm.
the bus intervals, I left. The bus left me actually.
Oh, you weren't fast enough.
Yes, okay. I wasn't fast enough to catch my bus.
Yeah. Oh, and so you had to wait for the next one.
I have to wait for another 15 minutes to 20 minutes.
And so then you learn your lesson. You got to be 빨리 in Korea, right?
I have to come early.
Yeah. I mean, it has its pros and its cons. Everything is on time and efficient.
Yes.
Which is a plus, I would say. Now, 식당에서도 앉자마자 음식을 주문하고 이 주문하자마자 음식이 바로 나오는데요. 혹시 필리핀 식당 문화는 어떤가요? Is it like a 바로 나오는 스타일인가요? 아니면 좀 기다려야 되나요?
조금 달라요.
Okay.
네, 그 메뉴마다 식당마다 달라요.
Okay. So if I'm going for like the typical like tapsilog kind of breakfast foods or like adobo chicken rice thing, like how long would that day?
간단한 음식하면은 약간 5번, 10번 정도 걸려요.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's
네.
pretty good, actually.
네.
But the thing is, in Korea, if it takes longer than 10 minutes, I start to think, 음식이 왜 안 나왔어? In England, don't even get me... I've waited like an hour and a half for my food before in Italian restaurants, but not all of them are like that, but sometimes it gets quite frustrating for sure. Now, we have a lot of questions and I want to talk more, but because of time, we have to jump ahead a little bit. What would you say is the most representative dish in the Philippines? Now, we all know the famous ones like balut and stuff, which it's kind of like coming to Korea and eating sannakji. People often go to the Philippines and try balut as well. I wanted to try it, didn't have the guts. What would you say, though, is a food that people must try when they go to the Philippines?
People must try. I recommend the Bicol Express.
Okay. Is that a brand?
No, it's not a brand, but it's a delicacy in Bicol. But usually Filipinos love this because it's spicy.
Oh, okay. So it's spicy food. Is it
Spicy
meat,
food.
vegetables?
Yes,
Okay.
meat and a little bit. It has vegetable. You can add vegetable if you want, but if you go to the provincial part of Philippines, they don't put vegetable.
Okay.
Just chili.
Spice. I like a bit of spice. Now, before we wrap up, I would like you to say hello to your friends or family in your native language, to your family who's listening in the Philippines. Tell them you love them, please, as if they were here.
Okay. Hello, Mama. Dak dito yung radyo for the second time. Ngumhani nga radyo drama artist. Dito ikut kas lang a guest lang. Agan anad kayo amin dita. Kan hang kayo agdanag ta mayat mat da mama kan papa. Dagajaw bain kan pati ni Choi mayat mat isuna. Kan ay ayatok da kayo amin dita.
That was very nice. I don't know what you said, but I'm sure it was messages of love, right?
Yes, it's love. And 걱정하지 마시고요.
It's been a pleasure having you today. It's really interesting to hear your story, and we wish you another 12 years of happiness here. Hopefully we see you again. Thank you, Mape, for being here.
감사합니다.
All right, everyone, the time is now 5:53 in the afternoon. We've come to the end of the show, and a bit of an announcement. It is UPD's last day. She's leaving us. She's leaving us to go off to greener pastures somewhere, so we wish her all the best. Do you want to say a last word? Say, like, it's been a pleasure, Nick, you're amazing, blah, blah, blah. No, she's going to speak now. Oh, she's too shy. Just say...
Bye, everyone. It's been a pleasure moments. Yeah, having a wonderful show with Nick and our listeners. Yeah, all the best.
All the best, UPD. It was short but sweet, and we wish you all the best. We have a new PD. We have... Her nickname is Ang PD. We're going to find out her full name next week. So there you go. Everyone have an amazing weekend. I'll be here for the show, for the highlight show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Our final song is going to be Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. For the final time, the show is produced by Kim Yoon, written by Hong Kyung-hwa. I've been your host, Nick. Have a wonderful weekend.
My father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior